Hello everybody, Todd Rhodes here. Just want to remind you that there's an election April 4th. I'm voting for Mike Cozell. Please help us support Mike. Get out there and vote. Thank you. Good morning everybody. Couldn't think of a better way to address you guys today with baseball season coming up. And boy did the Barrington Our Future and Karen Dart's team ever tee one up for me today. So got a couple quick things to say and here we go. Good morning again, everybody. And for those of you that saw the statement made by Barrington Our Future and the Darts team in regards to Mike Cozell, they use words like kickbacks, puppet, and this is nothing but a political ploy. This just shows how unqualified and amateur these people really are. The statement in itself is a contradiction, and let me tell you why. We haven't seen large buildings in 150 years, and we're not going to see them probably in at least another 150. And the reason for that is essentially this: nothing gets approved without the trustees approving this. The trustees are residents that work for us, the community, and they do a fantastic job. So nothing is going to be approved. By saying all these things, they're basically implicating their own team. It's absurd. Enough of the nonsense. Here's the deal. Mike Cozell is interested in reviving our town, eliminating the vacancies, and stopping the turnover rate that's been plaguing our town for almost 2 decades. When they talk about a change in nature and charm and look, in my mind, the only thing that needs to change is the look, the charm, and nature that all resides at Village Hall. In regards to campaign contributions, they make it sound like this is a Sopranos, which is completely out of line. Mike received funding from his friends and counterparts that are in the same industry that he is. I wonder who the folks were behind Karen's $1,000 a plate dinner and fundraiser. In the end, here's where we are. As Barrington Our Future and Karen Darts talk smack and deliver no substance, Mike Cozell is out knocking on doors, making himself available as our neighbor to our community, and he'll be available to you as our village president. I support Mike Cozell wholeheartedly, 100%. Stay tuned for my comments in regards to a thriving Barrington. And for those of you who believe that the skyscrapers are coming, I want you to know I called King Kong, Godzilla, Freddy Krueger, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and they've all decided that they're going to buy property in the village of Barrington.
June powers this one out in the deep center, back to the wall, gone!
So those of you that had a chance to see Karen Darts' video will probably notice a couple things, and this is what I want to address today. She says that they're for a thriving Barrington and that things are thriving here, and I disagree wholeheartedly with her on that. All you need to do is drive up and down Northwest Highway from either direction to see what people see when they come into our town. It does not look like a thriving environment. The other thing that she used was sales tax. She says sales tax revenues are up, and that doesn't mean anything. You can have 2 large restaurants come in and sales tax revenues will go up, but that doesn't mean the other businesses aren't struggling. And my biggest issue is that she has no documentation behind this. She has nothing to support this. Business 101, no one has ever come into our establishments or my neighbors' establishments and said, hey, how's your business? How are you doing this January compared to last January? How was first quarter compared to second quarter? Are there things we can do to spike business? How about a business thermometer or barometer? Nothing. They don't do that. Those are simple things that business development should be doing. So yeah, when you ask if we're thriving down here, I don't think so. You know, I think a lot of these store owners, including myself, we put a lot out there and a lot into these businesses, and realistically, you know, we're bringing home $35,000 to $50,000 a year. In my mind, that's not thriving. What is thriving is Jeff Lawler's salary at $140,000 a year, plus 1 pension and a second to come, or new business development at over 6 figures a year. They're thriving, but I hardly see them out about town even sharing or spending some of the money that they've earned from our tax dollars. So I really do challenge that in a big way. You know, the other thing I thought that was interesting is when she walked around, she went right back to Egg Harbor, all her usual haunts. You know, I was glad she went into Cook Street Coffee and the donut shop. You know, but the funny thing about Cook Street Coffee, at Holiday they chopped up our block here at Cook and Station, and if you would interview Mike over at Cook Street Coffee, he'll tell you how disappointed he was over that. We all were. They picked the worst time of year. We survive on fourth quarter, and that was the time they chose to tear up the streets. Again, with no understanding of what real business is. So yeah, these are my kind of couple beefs, and you know, I just want to say to them too, you know, I don't know if you've ever been to the canteen, but I highly recommend you try that sometime. And it's actually, when you go out your door, it's that door just to the right, in case you haven't figured that one out. You know, another real cool place that's been around here for years. So anyway, that's where I stand.